the idea that live service is like the biggest hindrance and the biggest like piece of growth for gaming, and it sucks to think about. At least free to play live service, because it pushes so many small multiplayer games out of like relevance very quickly and generally gets them shut down. But then the games that are already at the top and are already the best thrive even more if they've done something off of a free to play system. It's weird to think about, right? Because 20 years ago, you bought a video game and you played it, and after it went offline, or after people stopped playing it, it was still online because there's no servers. It was all peer-to-peer. And now there's servers, and we have these massive games like Fortnite and Apex Legends and Warzone, where one day those games are going to shut down and they won't be peer-to-peer. But they're making so much revenue now that it almost feels like it doesn't matter. Which sucks. Because I think that video games costing money isn't a bad thing. I don't inherently think paid games are a problem. I think that it's in the amount of value and fun you find in that medium or that game, right? I mean, if you find just tons of video games fun, you spend a lot of money on video games, and you spend a lot of money on video games just as other people do on cars or woodworking or gardening or just anything that you can do that spends money. Sewing, right? Like tons of things that you can do as a hobby that give you intrinsic value in some way, but maybe are less valued to others. Like, I think to myself, right? The gaming is a medium of enjoyment and entertainment, but mostly entertainment, right? We look at the other entertainment industries, and I think that gaming, even with like a $60 or $70 price tag, has one of the best values when it comes to entertainment. Okay? You buy Street Fighter 6 and you open up your Steam account and you look at how many hours you have in Street Fighter 6. You open up your Steam account and you go to Street Fighter 6, which needs an update because I haven't played it in a while. And you look at the $60 set, you look at the $70 you spent, plus maybe DLC. I don't have all the DLC. Buy it for me if you want, right? But I don't have it. And you look at the amount of hours you spent in the game, and then divide that by the amount of money you spent on the game, right? Let's do that. Calculator. So we've spent almost 400 hours. We could get to 400 free, right? Another 20 hours. Divided by 60. Am I looking at this right? So it's like 6 cents an hour? 6 cents an hour or something, right? That's not much. When you look at something like a concert, how much is a concert, right? Concert tickets are what? For good seats to a very well-known prominent artist, $120, $150, $200 maybe? Like for good seats. For good, maybe not even seats, rows if you're standing. I don't know how fucking modern concerts work. I only went to rock concerts. I don't know if R&B and hip-hop artists make you stand or if they let you sit. You stood at most rock concerts. Anyways, one evening, a 4 or 5 hour concert compared to 4 or 5 hours compared to 400 hours for double the price, triple the price, for an experience that, I mean, is unmatched, right? You're like never going to get another experience like that. But you could say the same for playing a video game when it's new, in the moment, when it's hot, maybe with friends. Like these are memories that you are creating and enjoyment you are getting. Maybe it doesn't hit the same to you, maybe it does. So that is where the intrinsic value of gaming lies, especially in paid games, right? And I think about another thing is like a movie, right? Say I want to go see Sonic 3 in December, right? Sonic 3 in December, that's like $15 for one ticket. Say you're a single man or woman, you're going by yourself. It's $15 for a ticket, roughly. Depending on where you live, it's $15 here where I live, or like $12, something like that. Another, $15 for popcorn, $6 for a drink. Like you're looking at, just for you, almost $40 for a 2-hour movie. So if you take that $40 and you divide it by 2 hours, oh, wrong thing. You take that $40 and you divide it by 2 hours. I shouldn't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's fucking $20 an hour. $20 an hour. Insane value. Insanely bad value, actually, right? And you could say like, oh, the movie's really good, and you want to see it first weekend because that's like when the experience is magical, and sure. But just another entertainment medium where you're spending a lot of money for enjoyment, for an experience, for entertainment. I think paid games are fine. I'm not a hater of any paid game. I just hope that paid games, when they're paid, if servers go offline, that they at least make it peer-to-peer, right? That we don't have a Concord situation again, where the game is just being shuttered and everyone's been giving refunds. Where we have a situation like Rumbleverse, where the game was free, but any cosmetics you purchase, or most cosmetics you purchase, I heard there were some reports of some people not getting all their money back, or I don't really know how it worked, but that's what I heard. Maybe they got them later and they just never posted about it or talked about it. Those games where they gave you a refund after the game was over, but you still put in money originally, and now the game's just gone. It's just completely gone. The same way the experience of that concert is gone, right? Maybe you have pictures, maybe you have videos, just the same way you could have pictures and videos of Rumbleverse or Concord, of Fortnite, of Minecraft, which I hope will never go down ever. Right? All these games you could have memories of, you could have video evidence, picture evidence that it at some point existed, but when it goes down, it's gone. And in that going down, in it disappearing, ask yourself how much value you got out of how much you spent. Video games are an insane value. Even $70 video games, right? I think to myself, like, most entertainment mediums by now, from the time I was a kid to now, have absolutely doubled or tripled in price. I remember the shitty movie theater in my city. I won't say any names, so I don't dox myself. The shitty movie theater used to have like $4 movie ticket. It was like $4 for a movie ticket back in the day. Back when I was a youngin', when I was a young lad, when I was like, I don't know, 14, 15 years old, and like my mom would let me go to the movies by myself or with my brothers or with some friends, right? 14 years old. So 15 years ago, 15 years ago, there were $4 movie ticket. Now, just the ticket alone, not thinking about any concessions, the tickets have raised 3x. They're $11 to $12. That is 3x the price. You look at something like a concert. I remember going to my first concert. It was like a Disturbed concert or something. And the tickets for the Disturbed concert, dang, I was going to say the name of the venue, but once again, don't want to dox myself. I think they were like $30 or $40. Now, a rock concert ticket, or the last time I checked, it was like a Breaking Benjamin concert. They were like $85. Once again, almost 3x the price. Maybe even 3x the price. That is crazy. Everything has gone up significantly, except video games as a base package. Okay, we won't talk about DLC. We won't talk about games as a service, like live service games that charge you nothing up front, but you probably put $2,000 into your Fortnite account not thinking about it, right? We won't talk about games like that. But just the base Alan Wake 2, the Street Fighter 6 with no DLC, the Killer Instinct of the world, right? Killer Instinct was like $40 or something, right? There was also a free-to-play version. The Party Animals, trying to think of other, the Call of Duty Black Ops, called Black Ops 6. I think that's the new one that's going to be coming out. $60 to $70 video games, experiences that you get to play for significantly more hours than you are watching a movie, going to a concert. That value is better. The only value that I think might be as justified is like buying music, right? Like you buy a song or you buy a CD, which do CDs exist anymore? Like you buy a CD, you buy a record, you buy like a vinyl record. You can listen to that vinyl record or that CD as many times as you want and get an amazing value. I used to have a CD collection. I lost them when we moved or something. But gaming, no matter how expensive people think it is now when it comes to the base price of video games, let's just be honest. We're just making less money. But the medium itself hasn't really changed price that much. The strategy in which they want to get to make more money off of you has changed. Of course, right? We went from map packs to now skins in Call of Duty. Map packs, used to be like, you buy a map pack, boom, it's like $5. Cool, you have like 3 new maps. Okay, next season comes out, boom, you get 3 new maps, $5. Now it's like, hey, would you like to buy this skin for 20? Would you like to buy this Nicki Minaj skin? Would you like to buy this Rhea Ripley skin? Would you like to buy Optimus Prime in Fortnite? The monetization tactics are different, but the base cost of video games probably the best value in entertainment, bar none. Am I spitting or am I tripping? Tell me in the comment section down below. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this kind of thought-provoking content. Maybe it was thought-provoking. Maybe you already thought about this before and you already knew that and you're a real gamer like me and you actually like how much value that we get from gaming. Subscribe to the channel. I already said that, but I'm really hoping to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can make that mucho dinero on YouTube. That'd be sick. Anyways, this has been Beanie Thuggish for the YouTubes talking about the value in full-price video games compared to other entertainment mediums. Signing out and saying peace.